Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Diva Days of Our Lives. I think this is our second show on our new format. It's here. It's on Riverside. We're done with Blog Talk now, so we'll be discussing the show here, and we're live. I think we're live on Facebook and Twitter. My name's Marianne, and you can find me at Mama_Hooch on X. We have Jen with us. Hi, Jen.
Hi, I'm at REXJDK at Twitter.
And we have Anna here. Hi, Anna.
Hello, I'm at Kazi Hooch on X and Instagram.
Okay. And Diva Carey is at Diva of DOOL. She's a little under the weather. But she's helping with the controls and keeping everything in place here. So this is my first go at hosting. So we'll see how it goes. Also, check out our friends at Bob Hapka and at Amy Hapka. They're on Twitter. They're on Facebook too. Also, check out at Teo Penglis, at Lauren Coslow, and at Guilt Trip USA, who is Ian Buchanan. So, okay, I guess we can start with the show. Let's see what was going on. Let's see, who can we start with? What storyline? Okay. I kind of like the Xander Philip, Sarah, Stephanie, Maggie, that whole idea of Stephanie finding out that what Philip did, and she's all ready to tell. Actually, she did tell Sarah. Sarah got all upset and went and confronted Philip. So, and maybe Anna did. I don't know. Did you happen to see Kate was there?
Yeah,
Did you want to talk a little bit about that?
um,
Sarah, Kate?
sure. Because I think that was that the only
I
episode she was
think
on. I think
I
because I
think
saw
Kate.
what? What's that?
I think that was the only Kate.
Yeah, because I didn't see her. I don't think any of the other ones.
Yeah,
Yeah. So she was talking to Philip, and kind of he basically told her what happened,
right.
that Stephanie had overheard him say that about the forged letter. And she's like, well, what kind of she's like, what kind of dumbass are you? Kind of thing. And I'm like this is the first person in Salem that's been overheard, right? Gotta admit, Kate, come on, this is normal in Salem. But much as I love you, anyway, no. So they talked about it and everything, and then when Sarah showed up and basically said, "Look, I know all about the forged letter," they're like, "What?" And so Kate and Philip basically argued that it would be better for her and for Sarah and Xander's marriage, and keeping Xander on the straight and narrow and out of trouble, if they just went with this co-CEO thing. And so I guess so far Sarah has not told Xander. Is that correct?
Yeah,
No, she hasn't.
yeah. She has
Okay.
not told Xander.
Right.
Right. She
Right.
decided not to do
So
it. Yeah.
of
So,
course that's going to create trust issues. Sarah,
but
how
I just
could you? How could you? I love you. I would never do anything to jeopardize our love, our family.
oh,
No,
but we
anyway,
know better,
we know
Zach.
we know all that's going to happen though. So it's going to blow up in Sarah's face. But anyway,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Because we know everybody's going to find out eventually.
yeah. So what does everyone think about
Yeah.
that? Do you think Sarah should tell him? Do you understand why she doesn't want to tell him?
Shut it off, but they weren't dry, so I started again.
But,
Okay. And I got a sock in on the table. Don't start the wash
you,
until
you okay. So,
Yeah.
all right. So, what was I going to say? I don't know. I mean, I think she's realizing it might be healthier for Xander if or for them if he has a check and balance there.
Right. That's
So I think so far that's where they're at.
But
Right.
Philip as the check and balance.
Yeah.
What's that?
I trust Philip.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have a feeling Philip is going to. I mean, even him. I kind of like the scenes between Philip and Xander too. Where and Xander's really trying hard um to get along with Philip, and I think Philip's going to betray him, and then he's going to feel betrayed by Sarah at the
Yep.
same, and he's just going to like. That's what's going to make him revengeful more.
Yeah.
I think there's going to
Yeah.
be
Because
change in him. Yes, it hurt him more than if she would have just told him.
right. Right. Oh yeah, because he's gonna be, look, I've been a choir boy this whole
Yes,
time, and
smart.
then
Yeah,
I find out my dear Sarah has been holding something back for me that's so critical. Yeah. Oh yeah.
yeah,
Major drama coming up.
yeah. But Xander probably. I mean, he's given Sarah so many reasons to fear that he'll do it again.
Well, of course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
She's
even and I love Maggie and Xander's relationship too. I love Maggie and Xander, and they had a talk too. And I like how she'll say Xander, and he'll say about taking out Philip or whatever. He's talking about being violent and stuff. But he promised Maggie too that he wouldn't do anything. So I don't know. So that's how everyone feels then. I just think it's going to turn out really bad for the whole Sarah Xander's going to. They're too happy now, right?
Yep.
So
Something's got to go.
yeah. So okay, so we have that going on. Oh, and then Sarah then had to go and tell Stephanie, right? She had to go and tell Stephanie, please, this is how I want you to not say anything to anybody else. So Sarah, Stephanie knows. So I guess Stephanie's going to keep the secret. Going to keep that secret too. But it's going to come out somehow.
And Stephanie didn't actually tell her mom yet, right? She told her that they were broken up, but she didn't say
Yes.
why yet,
Yeah,
right?
she
So
alluded to it.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not.
Okay. Yeah. Didn't outright, because this all implicates Kate too, because even though Kate didn't start it, she's helping to cover it, cover it
Yeah.
up.
Yes. Right. All right. So
And,
we.
and Kate did make a good argument. At one point, she said, even before, when Victor and I were discussing whether we wanted to have a child, even at that point, before he was even conceived, um, and Vivian stole the egg, stole whatever, all that, that he had talked about how he wanted this son, if it was, child, to carry
Right.
on the business and all. So, yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yes. I
But
mean.
bottom line is, I mean, basically, Philip had to plead with her that this is going to up and ruin my entire life, my freedom, my mental health, everything. And Vivian is the one that did this. She did it, and then I became complicit in it because what choice did I have? He's kind of like playing the "what choice did I have" kind of card,
Yeah.
but yeah. So there's all that going on, but
Yeah. And I did like the conversation between Maggie and Xander when about working together, and he kind of threw it in her face about, yeah, look how well you and Alex work together. Then he apologized to her and stuff, but
yeah.
so there was that. So yeah, I just think this is all going to blow up in Sarah's face and Philip, and yeah, I don't know. So we'll see on that. So I think that's kind of interesting, and then I'm wondering if Philip will even finally maybe agree with Xander to take over Demira, because that's originally what Xander wanted to do and Philip didn't. So there's that too. So I don't know how well. Maybe they'll decide to work together on that. I don't know. We'll have to see. So, and speaking of Demira, we have EJ who's keeping fake Rafe in the tunnels, and
No, he's keeping real Rafe in the
real
tunnel.
Rafe, right? But fake Rafe came out of the tunnel when Jada came to confront EJ about where real Rafe was.
Right.
Yeah, and then wait, now someone, I can't remember who, but she found out from someone, I forget who it was, that Steve didn't.
She and Sean weren't she and
Sean
Sean
Diddy.
talking? And
Sean.
Jada kind of came to her own. She's the one that really realized it when she
Okay.
realized when she found out that Rafe was taking this case, and then
Okay.
she finds out that Steve doesn't have him on a case. So
All
she
right.
kind of she was like talking with Sean, but I don't
Right.
know. Jen, didn't it kind of seem like she was figuring it out on her own,
Yep.
more or less, just
Yeah.
vocalizing it?
Yeah.
Because
Because
Sean
she knew
can't figure
some.
himself out of a paper bag most of the time, but anyway.
Nope.
Yeah. She knew his text didn't seem right. The
Yeah,
way.
when I saw that XOXO, I was like, Rafe Hernandez would never put
So,
No.
XOXO in the text.
and he calls her Honey Bear.
Yeah.
Never called her honey. And like I don't know, why aren't you calling him out on that? I mean, I don't know. But yeah, so she goes over and he comes out, and so they have to come up with this story, and
Yeah.
so like, oh, EJ hired me, to, and EJ's had to cover and say to go after Sloan or to invest,
Yeah.
yeah, to try to, what did he want to do? Get something from Sloan or,
Want Sloan to face justice.
oh, okay. Or
Yeah.
try, I don't
Not
know.
call kettle black.
But I don't know. Jada had all kinds of questions. I don't know. She kept questioning different things. But why this? But why that? And they had an answer for everything, I guess. Do you remember anything else that why they questioned? I forget. But they made her believe it. Let's put it that way. Although, um, but so I guess, and now they're supposed to get married, and EJ doesn't want. He doesn't even want fake Rafe to kiss her, let alone do anything else. And
Yeah.
now they're getting married. So it's like, how are you going to prevent that? So I don't know. So I don't know how EJ is going to use. Anybody have any ideas how he's going to use this fake Rafe to help him to do? I don't know. What he's going to do with the real Rafe? I don't. Other than kill him because he knows what he did.
Yep.
I don't know how EJ's not going to get in trouble. Or how did anybody see any? I did hear a spoil. I don't know if it's a spoiler or just a rumor that Rachel finds Rafe.
Yeah, because she ran away.
She ran away. That goes into this next story. Yeah, she ran
She's
away.
probably in the tunnels.
She's probably going to end up in the tunnels. I don't know. So
Which
we
I
have,
still can't figure out why they haven't filled that whole tunnel in with cement by now.
I know.
really everybody. So we have little Miss Rachel who they found out was doing all the texts to wait a minute. Yeah. Doing all the text to Ava.
Yeah.
So she took her phone, and didn't you love it how she came with the letter opener and was prying the drawer?
Yeah.
Mother locked the phone in the drawer. but Kristen caught her.
Yep.
So then she convinced her. She was saying, oh, well, we want to put you in therapy. And of course she wanted to go to her
Mama.
Marmar. I love how she calls her Granny or Granny. Did she say Granny?
Granny Mama.
Granny Marmar. So, but of course, Kristen explained, no, that she's your grandmother. You'd have to go to somebody different. And, oh, well, this have you two get back together. And I don't know, Kristen was kind of being more reasonable a little bit. I don't know if they're making her a little bit more reasonable.
Yeah.
I can see where this is going. Everybody see where this is going?
Yep.
Because, if Rachel runs away and something happens to her, Brady and, Kristen's going to lean on Brady and yeah, I can see them.
Toxic.
Yeah, and there is a preview out there that they think maybe they've heard a girl was hit by a car. So I don't know if Rachel gets hit by a car but anyway, I can see it bringing those two together. So what's everything? Don't you think that Briston is like overdone and it's like put a fork in it? They should
Yes.
done.
They should have done that several years ago.
Oh, yeah.
why are we coming back to that? And I know we're still seeing Ron's writing, so I hope these new writers will kill that
God,
story.
I hope so.
I don't know. We won't know until, well, it's coming up because it's in April, so we got a couple more months to go before their writing will come in. So I don't know. Um, so we'll have to see where that goes. I do like that little actress. I don't know. We're supposed to get one for her, but I don't know. It's gonna be. I don't know. I'm curious to why she. I hope it's because she's on to better things.
Yeah. Or maybe she wants to do something else. Maybe she doesn't want to act.
I can see her. I can't see them getting someone else unless they get someone older or they age her or something. But
Yeah.
no, I no, they don't need to age her yet because
I
she's,
hate it when they age kids.
yeah, at the right age now for what's going on. So okay. Um, what do we talk about? Rafe and oh, okay. We have Tate, Holly, Sophia,
Oh,
Doug, that whole thing going on. So we have Tate brings flowers to Holly, and um I guess then oh, he gets a call from Sophia um that her appointment was moved up to see the baby. Then
yeah.
I'm what Doug comes over because Holly got the money from Maggie. Did you hear she told Maggie something about her? Oh, her senior trip
Senior trip.
to DC. Yeah, I said, why did I was going to say how what she did she tell her mother about giving her the money? So I guess senior trip to DC. He must not have owed that much more money. I don't know.
Good
He said
point.
No.
So I missed a little bit probably the week before. What did Leo not sell the jewelry for him, the necklace for him?
he
But
did.
it
Wasn't enough
didn't
money.
get enough money.
Oh, okay. So
So
he
the
still
necklace.
doesn't. So he just still doesn't have. So if he wants to get that necklace back to Julie, what is he going to do that?
Um, he did call Leo and wants Leo's help to try to find the necklace.
Oh, okay. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yes.
Okay. I just didn't know. I thought maybe Leo. Uh.
Yeah, Leo sold it, but whatever money he got, he still owed more money. Wasn't the full
Okay.
amount
Yeah.
owed.
Okay.
So, but Holly got her grandmother to give her money. So, and then she went. Well, he didn't want her to go, understandably, because he didn't know what those. Oh, but Holly, like, man, she told that guy off.
Yeah.
Go, just go. Which could have been a lot worse. He could have like pissed him off, but he left. So yeah, so I don't know, and you can see Tate's jealous. You can tell,
Yeah.
like this Doug guy. I don't know. So anybody like Doug? This Doug is just like, I mean,
Ugh.
somebody's got to teach him some acting skills. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. I kind of liked it that he was saying, "I want to make it up. I want to make it everything right to the people that
Oh yeah,
I."
good, but he's just like I don't
Yeah.
see emotion
He's
coming.
still. I think he's probably still learning.
Yes,
Yeah.
I don't
I'm
know.
trying to have a little patience just in case he. You
Yeah.
know.
And I'm sure, yeah, that's this the conflict now, with Tate being with Sophia. Of course, we have to have somebody with Holly. Um, so I can see that. But I do like Tate and Holly.
Yeah.
I do. I do.
The other guy just looks way too old.
He does look a lot older than them, but they're probably all the same age. It's just that they look younger.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, oh, and so Tate goes with Sophia. You could tell they got once they saw the baby. Now she's like, I thought, well, no, maybe that'll bring them a little closer, but I don't know. But does anybody have a feeling that she? I've been hearing rumors that she loses the baby,
Oh boy.
I
and I
haven't heard anything, but
and I
I thought it was interesting when she said that up until then, before she saw
right,
the 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 baby,
Simon.
she
yeah,
wasn't really. All of a sudden, she said she wouldn't have thought she would have been upset if something was wrong, but then once she saw the baby, she was so relieved that it was okay, that was so far it was healthy and stuff. So she's a pretty girl. I really like. I mean, even though she's, she and Holly. I like Holly. I mean, but she does a good job, I think, of acting.
Oh,
I
yeah.
aren't they going to replace? Isn't she being?
She's being replaced too.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
that's a bummer because I really like the actress. I think she does a really good job.
Really? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, uh, yeah. So Tate, see Tate and Sophia. I'm trying to think what else. Doug. I think that's it with them. So I don't know. Oh, I heard that, and I heard something about Kristen has something to do with it. So I don't know. Maybe because with Tate and with Brady, I don't know if that's true or not. So, but I still have a feeling it might not be Tate's either. So, okay. So we have we had Chad and Kat.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were being cordial to each other, kind of like, she's still saying she's sorry. Oh, he runs into her because he thinks that she's not in Salem, but she's telling him she's going to stay in Salem. And right before that, she met up with Marlena, and Marlena offers her a job. How convenient. Her assistant is quitting, so she needs an assistant, which is, I guess.
And what Marlena has all the contacts in the world. She probably knows more people in that town than Abe Carver, who has been the mayor.
And
Yeah.
what did Kate ever do?
And
Kat,
and would she be your first choice? This lady who just pulled a scam on the whole.
yes, I know. On you're good friends. So I don't know. Yeah. And what does Kat? What's her qualifications? I didn't even know she ever had a
Yeah.
job. What she did other than being like in a car accident and being held prisoner by Clyde. I don't know. But I do think that they're going to try to get those two together. Chad and Kat are going to get closer. Just in time for Abigail to come back.
Oh, yeah.
You think? Yeah.
Definitely.
But which Abigail or a completely new Abigail, I don't know.
Well, the one's on General Hospital, so.
Yeah. Kate Mans. Yeah. And I don't even know if the other one still, anybody ever hear anything about Marcy Miller?
No.
He likes acting or just maybe step back from that? I don't know. Oh, let's see. Oh, then we have Javi and Carrie and Leo. Carrie. Oh,
Ugh.
there's just something that is like creep level when I see.
Yep.
Is he like
Same.
back from the 70s? I'm telling you, you're in the wrong era, buddy. It's like,
He looks like one of those grunge rockers.
yeah, I know. Yeah, he's not. He says like Javi says he's hot. I mean, he is not attractive
Yeah.
at all. He's to me, it's not like looking at all. Um, but anyway, so we had found out like last week, right? Or beginning of the week that he was Lady Whistleblower. He's writing the thing.
Yeah.
Okay? So, but Leo found out from Abe. Well, first of all, I guess Stephanie had gone.
To Chad.
Chad, right? And Chad said he didn't know, but all he knew was the pay stubs or the pay wherever is going to this bank account in Rochester, New York. So Leo finds this out. So he happens to see
Javi.
Javi, yes, because Carrie has a I Love Rochester shirt on the back. It says it's a sweatshirt, and he gave it to Leo to wear. So right
No,
away,
give it to Javi to wear.
Javi, yeah, Javi. And of course, he jumps to conclusions. Oh, it must be him. How did you like when he goes to Marlena? Them two crack me up. And every time I see him with Marlena, I keep thinking, is it really Marlena or is it Hattie?
I know.
I
That's
know.
what I think.
Is that what you think too?
Yep.
somehow she acts, I don't know, maybe it is Hattie, because somehow I feel she acts different with
Yeah,
Leah,
definitely.
that like it's Hattie and not Marlena. Especially when because they were just going out to lunch, right? She wasn't really
Yeah.
there as a doctor, but then he's panicking, and so she more or less says, "Now you're jumping to conclusions." She gets him to see that doesn't
But
mean,
but then he did text her to come over by the Salem Inn so he could tell her something. And he
yeah,
knows what Marlena's real cell phone number is.
Yep.
So she would have to have that phone and everything. I don't
right,
know. I don't know. Because there was that scene too where Marlena was missing John and she
uh-huh,
runs into Stella and they're like, oh, and they're talking. And he said, well, did you learn anything, or whatever?
hmm,
I guess that's when she mentioned she was going to maybe hire a cat. And didn't didn't they say something? Oh, she said, "Oh, I did find out something." Have we talked? Did we cover that yet? That
oh no, about
she told Steve and Kayla.
told Steve and Kayla about,
John
yes,
Yeah,
being a hero.
right,
yeah.
was
He was that Victor had hired him
that, yeah,
to have a false flag kind of thing, like to fake her death so that she and her mother could get she and that Katerina and her mother, I guess, could
hmm,
get out of town, to get out of the country, right? So
right,
Kat's mom is Victor's daughter, right?
and, uh,
Yeah.
no, his
No,
daughter,
I meant Constantine's
yeah,
daughter. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
and Victor, but the mother, what, I guess it was an abusive relationship, I guess, probably.
Yeah.
And I guess, well, they're friends, and so she asked for Victor's help, right? And that's when Victor sent John to
Yeah.
get, or to fake the daughter's death. So
Do you guys feel they're trying to whitewash Victor and John?
I don't know. They're trying to make John the hero.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
Victor was vile back then. I mean, he
yeah.
raped
I
Kimberly.
for being that. Yeah, I think he did send him over to, because Steve was involved too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Steve was the bag. Steve was at that time working for Victor. So, but yeah, I'm sure it is Marlena, but it's just somehow when I see them together, I just, because, it
I
was,
could be I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
yeah. No, no, you see, probably because Hattie keeps popping in and out.
Yeah.
It was there.
Leo makes Marlena funny.
Oh, well,
I
yeah.
like that.
Well, yeah. Yeah. So she convinces him, otherwise. So they decide to go to lunch. And while they go to lunch, they run into Carrie and Leo. And so Leo just says to him, oh, I really like that sweatshirt, Leo. Where did you get it? He said, oh, it's not mine. It's Carrie's. And Carrie was born and raised in Rochester. So, and even Marlena then tells him, well, it doesn't mean anything. That could be a lot of people that live in, Rochester. So he decides to set him up. Um, so they invite him to lunch with them. So they're all, which Carrie isn't happy about.
No.
So he says he's going to reveal this new plot, this new storyline. And did everyone think that was funny what he did?
Yep. The devil possession.
Yeah, the devil possession. Marlena looks
And
at,
Marlena's reaction.
yes, her reaction was great. And twice. This really happened in Salem. She was possessed twice. Um, so yeah. So he figures he's going to tell that storyline. So I guess, then if it comes through, which it did, Carrie, later on, it comes through I guess it goes,
Lady whistleblower.
yeah, right through Lady Whistleblower, must send it right to the paper, and they put it right on when they
Yeah.
see it through from her. Um, so now he knows. Oh, and then the end of it, at the end, um, Hobby and Carrie decide to go to bed together. So they're up in the bedroom, and Leo accusing them. I don't know. That's where it ended, right?
That's where he walked in.
Yeah, he didn't really say why he was there or accused Carrie yet, but yeah. So, but does anybody still think there's somebody other than Carrie? Like,
Maybe somebody behind him.
yes, or put him up to it, or but Carrie's acting like he's really a big fan, like a
Yeah.
fan, like a obsessed fan.
I
I
think
still,
what's funny is that
yeah,
the criticisms of the show that he's supposedly doing, Lady Whistleblower, are
yes,
the things that Cavalardi or whatever is. Ron's basically saying the things the fans say.
the fans say yes, exactly about the writing. Do you remember what some of the things that he said was? That's the thing. I need to write these things down.
Oh,
I
kind of
did
like rehashing storylines. Like, oh
storyline.
my gosh,
Yeah,
Marlena, that really happened in real life,
rehash.
and that
Okay,
was way better than what he's going to write or whatever.
right. Coming back from the dead. That
Yeah.
all. Yeah, that's what that the one thing about Body and Soul, which I know people just can't wait for it to be over, and people hated it, was I just loved how they poked fun at themselves.
Yeah, that's what I loved about it.
I liked it. I thought it was funny, and it's how they put the characters, and and it was like their soap stars, like the actresses like Deidre and all that, making fun of themselves because that's exactly what they do.
Yeah.
So.
But that was a rehash of a storyline from One Life to Live, Fraternity Row,
Oh, really? They did
within
this
a soap.
soap within a soap?
Yep.
But if you notice, you can see it's kind of, you don't hear too much about Body and Soul, really. They're not really filming anything. It's just the people involved, like
Yeah.
Alex. Now, did we have any? I know it's coming up in the previews. Alex and Joy and Johnny and Chanel, were they on this week?
No.
No. Okay. But I think we're going to get a triangle with Joy, Alex, and Stephanie. Joy and Alex slept together, and now he's kind of liking her. But now Stephanie, broke up with Philip. So now we got to go back to Alex.
Yep.
I'm telling you, she don't know what she wants. Oh.
Yeah. There is no dating pool in
Yeah,
film.
yeah, they have to all. Yeah. Oh, and then I heard a rumor. This better not be true because I'll really be upset. It's this whole thing with Philip, Xander, and Sarah that somehow people are saying, "What Sarah get involved with Philip?"
Oh no,
Oh,
no,
I
no.
can't. That'll be like no. And what's anybody think? I would just be so
God
upset.
no.
Yeah, that would really betray. I mean, that would even be worse than her lying to Xander. I mean,
Yeah.
so I don't know. Can't see that. I don't know who I like with Philip. I don't. This Philip is just different. He's different, but I kind of like him. I like the dynamic between him and Xander,
Yeah.
the brother thing. I do like that. So okay. Leo. Okay. Was it Abe and Paulina? They were only on just a little bit, I guess.
Yeah.
Lower. Nothing with Abe.
Leo.
Leo. And Leo.
Leo breaks in and interrupts their breakfast, and then it takes Abe's bacon.
Bacon.
Oh yeah, that was funny. Yeah, I kept taking the bacon. Yeah. Oh, did he say, "Well, you shouldn't be eating that anyway"? Something about your cholesterol or something.
Yeah.
Paulina said, "No, that's me." So yeah. Okay. Anybody? Is there any other storylines that we're missing? I know there's still. I know the preview for next week that I saw. Bonnie falls down the elevator shaft.
Oh
But
no.
then Justin says something. He thinks it's more than just a fall. When my wife fell, I wonder, does she survive? Hopefully,
Oh
she's.
boy.
So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that Whitley's. It's either Whitley or
Whitney.
Whitney or Hattie involved. But then they said not Hattie. So with this lady whistleblower. Oh, and then it shows somebody putting a big X through Bonnie's face. So who hates Bonnie? I don't know. Or it's just could be. Yes, I don't know. Be interesting. Or maybe that'll be the next thing. Everybody will keep going down the elevator shaft.
Yep.
The next just like the the
The
Salem.
Pier of Death.
Yeah, it'll be like the pier. Everybody dies on the pier somehow. But well, I think that's all I got. I don't know. Oh, we did have Brady and Ava
Yep.
have a little talk about. Of course, Ava says, "Oh well, if I'm, and Brady was right. No, don't let Rachel know that she can get her way.
Yep.
It's the same thing with Chloe. I'm not going to let her do it to us." So, but then Kristen interrupts. So, so I do like, and I kind of like Brady and Ava.
Yeah.
So every time we start getting to like them, then they're gonna put them to. I do not want Brady and Kristen together.
No, 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 please.
I know there's people that like them, but I do not like them together. Um, so I know Anna, you don't like them together, right?
Brady and Ava.
No, Brady and Kristen.
Oh yeah, I can't stand those two together.
No.
No, I stand Kristen. Period. It's just I don't
I
know.
would much prefer Ava and Brady if we're gonna
It's
have to
gonna
do.
be ready for Brady. Poor Brady. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
So he just has bad luck with women. He even said that Brady and me and women or something. That's
Yeah.
what he's for, and that's what he's known for. His choice in women is really bad. So I don't know. Um,
Mm.
anybody hear anything else? Oh, I do know that the day players are coming again. Carrie sent me a thing. They're coming to Pottstown, which is outside Philly, which is about an hour and a half from Philly, about 3 hours from me. So it's on May 18th. So I don't know. I
How
don't know
far would that be from New York, though?
from New York.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're in New York because Philly isn't that far from New York.
Yeah.
'Cause I
So it's like
know
maybe 2, 3 hours.
hours is because I know my daughter-in-law's mother lives up in New York, and it's about 2 hours to her place.
Hmm.
She's up in Brooklyn. I don't know
Oh,
where.
okay. I'm
Yeah,
like 60 miles north of there.
yeah, maybe a little bit longer, but
Yeah.
yeah. But they were really good. So but they're going to be in other places. But I mean that's probably the
Oh,
closest they'll
cool.
get to us, unless they would come to Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
They always
Yeah.
go to the east. They always
Hey,
go to Western PA. Come to Pittsburgh. Where Pittsburgh is nice. Don't have to always go to the even like General Hospital and all them. They always go to. That's the thing though. They always go to
Yeah.
area and New York, Philly,
yeah.
and New York.
Yeah.
But
One more thing. I don't think we might have touched on it, but
oh, have something.
Get a little bit of Gabby and JJ.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
mm-hmm.
in terms of JJ showing up at the cop shop and Sean D being like, "Hey, I mentioned to Jada that maybe you and I could be partners or whatever," and I'm thinking to myself, little does he know, but JJ's been assigned to him to like, to, like keep it it's like, okay, we know who the senior office, we know who the brains are going to be of this
Yeah.
operation, and it's not Sean D. No,
Oh, of
I
course.
bash Sean D so much. I shouldn't do that, but
Yeah.
anyway, and then Javi at one point had found JJ's money clip, and because Gabby was kind of judging Carrie and Javi
Yeah.
about staying over or whatever, and they hadn't even at that point like sort of consummated their relationship or whatever you want to call it. But then he says, "Oh, well, by the way, JJ left his money clip here last night. It's
Oh.
engraved." She's like, "How do you know it's engraved?" Or left this here, and he's like, "Well, how do you know it's his? Because it's engraved with his initials or whatever." So anyway, so I don't know. I don't really. I haven't seen enough of their scenes to know if I see any chemistry. But I am glad to have JJ back. I really am glad that he came back.
Yeah,
Yeah. I
It's
like
nice to
the
have.
fact that he grew up a bit.
Yes, yes.
yeah. The jury's still out on JJ and Gabby. I don't know. I guess so.
Yeah, I'm
But
just not sure about that. To me, I'm not sure.
they were the best pairing was I still like Stefan and the old Gabby together.
Yeah.
Yeah, me
You know that
too.
those two actors.
It was never the same, really.
No, although he could be back. Who knows? I mean, we know where
Yeah.
Vivian
Oh,
kidnapped
you mean like
Brandon.
Yeah.
Brandon? Yeah,
He could be
yeah.
back.
I agree that when he was playing, was it Stefan? Yeah, he
Yeah.
was the second Stefan, but when he started playing Stefan, I really liked them together. But well, and
I
I liked, honestly, I liked
Tyler?
Nicholas.
Tyler.
Well,
Tyler
Tyler. Yeah,
Christopher.
Christopher. I always can never remember if it's
Yeah, I
Christopher Tyler or Tyler Christopher.
like him.
May he rest in peace. But
Yeah.
Yes.
I liked him too with her. But
Hmm.
I don't. Um, or did we ever see that? I'm trying to remember now. She was with him first, right? Or did they ever have or has it always been Brandon Brash?
No, she was with
That,
Tyler, right?
okay, I thought so. I thought
Yeah.
so. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I like both versions with Stefan. Uh, you know, uh, I miss Brandon Brash. I think he was really good.
Yeah, I liked him too. I
I
I
liked
hope
him
he.
miss Jake.
Jake. I'm gonna
Yeah,
say I liked him as Jake.
yeah. Jake had more of an edge. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah. No. But
But
Jake's now. So,
yeah.
yeah. Who knows? Jake can come back. Who knows?
Yeah.
But so
Heartless Jake.
far, and honestly, I've missed a lot of episodes here and there, so I may have just missed some of their scenes where maybe I would have seen chemistry. But so far, Gabby and JJ, I mean, I know they were involved at one point years ago when Camilla was still playing her, but I don't know. I guess we'll see.
Yeah. So, well, I guess that's it. I can't think of anything else or any spoilers or anything other than what we talked about. No. Is there any football games on this week or tomorrow? Is there still playoffs?
Yeah, yeah.
Who's
Well, you've got now. I'm not invested in in the Eagles, but the Eagles play tomorrow, the earlier game, and
who?
then
I'm for the Eagles when the Steelers aren't involved, just because
yeah,
kind of like Philly's my second,
yeah.
but
And then the one that I'm watching because it affects the AFC championship is the Bills and the Ravens. So we'll
oh, go
see.
Bills.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, yeah. But so we'll see. Yeah. And Jen, you don't watch any of these, right? You're
Nope.
just baseball. You're baseball.
Not a clue.
Strictly Mets fan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Baseball, gymnastics. Sometimes I watch WNBA or hockey.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, yep. That's all I can think of as far as the show goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Else is think we I think we hit everything.
Yeah. A
Oh,
sad note, though. Leslie Charleston passed away.
Oh yeah, from in
Monica.
yeah, you
General
pledged
Hospital.
that, yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you for mentioning that.
Yeah.
I used to love her. Oh my gosh, back
Her
in the
and
day with
Stuart Damon
Alan,
were amazing. Oh my
Gurney and her. Oh my
God.
gosh, all that, and then I can picture the name, the guy who played the father of her baby, who it turned out to be.
Oh, Rick.
Yeah, Rick Weber.
You.
Uh, Stuart Damon. You know how I remember him? If I think I'm right, wasn't he the prince in Cinderella?
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh my God!
Coming.
yeah,
Oh
yeah,
my, yeah. I I thought, no, he is
yeah,
handsome. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
that's how I
No, but
remember.
they were just so good. That was just such a classic '80s soap.
Hmm.
I mean, with Luke and Laura, and then Leslie, the triangle,
Yep.
and I can picture the woman's face that played Leslie. Her name was Leslie on the show,
Yeah.
right? So it
Oh,
was, yeah, it was Monica, Leslie, and Rick, and Al, and then yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Those were some good times back
Oh,
then.
definitely.
Yeah,
wow.
and I think Leslie had recently retired, but it was the last time I tuned in for like one of their family gatherings and all. She had been on there, and so Yeah, really. I'm glad. Thank you for mentioning that, Jen, because she was
Yeah.
definitely a classic. Definitely a vet of the
Staple.
genre. Yeah, it's staple. Good. Good. Yeah.
Yeah. Any other soap news? Yeah.
Can't think of anything
Yeah.
else.
All
All
right.
right.
So
Okay.
I
Okay.
guess we can't just not leave, I guess. I think Carrie has to kind of end the show before we hang up. I think that's how it is.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'm going to say my goodbyes and mute myself, I guess.